Beneath Italy's brilliant golden sunlight, a place most of us dream of visiting, lies another world entirely. This isn't a world of art, pasta, or romance. It's a world carved into darkness, a labyrinth where silence itself seems to breathe, and where history doesn't just speak, it whispers. What secrets lie buried just a few feet beneath the bustling, vibrant streets of Italy? Secrets that echo with the voices of a forgotten past. For centuries, millions of souls have been laid to rest here. And some people say, not all of them are resting peacefully. Join me as we descend into the shadows to uncover the chilling truths of Italy's catacombs. Our journey begins back in the 2nd century AD. Imagine being an early Christian in the mighty Roman Empire. Your faith is forbidden, and practicing it could cost you your life. Hunted and persecuted, you and your community are forced to seek refuge underground. Here, beneath the earth, you carve out hidden sanctuaries. You pray in secret, surrounded by the quiet dark. And here you bury your dead, not with symbols of despair, but with symbols of hope, fish, doves, and the unwavering promise of resurrection. What started as a few hidden tunnels and burial chambers soon spiraled into something much, much larger. These secret sanctuaries grew into sprawling, subterranean cities of the dead. Just under Rome alone, there are over 40 distinct catacomb complexes, their tunnels winding and stretching for more than 300 kilometers. That's like the distance from New York City to Boston, all underground. Every single tunnel, every niche carved into the soft volcanic rock tells a story. It's a story of profound faith, of constant fear, and of a desperate, deeply human need to be remembered. But as we travel south, from Rome to the island of Sicily, the story takes an even more macabre turn. In Palermo, the Capuchin monks discovered something extraordinary about the air in their crypts. It had a unique quality that naturally mummified and preserved the flesh of the deceased. This discovery transformed their devotion to death into something visible. Instead of burying their brothers, they began to display them. Soon it wasn't just monks. Nobles, wealthy citizens, and even children were given this strange honor, hung upon the walls or placed in alcoves, dressed in their finest clothes. Today, if you were to walk through the Capuchin catacombs of Palermo, you would be surrounded by over 8,000 bodies. They line the halls, a silent, skeletal, and mummified army of witnesses to the centuries that have passed. They stand, they sit, they lie in open caskets, a haunting testament to a time when the line between the living and the dead was blurry. And among these thousands of silent figures, one stands out. A small child, known to the world as the Sleeping Beauty. Her name was Rosalia Lombardo. She was only 2 years old when she passed away in 1920. Her heartbroken father, unable to let her go, hired a famous embalmer to preserve her. The result is astonishingly lifelike. She looks as though she simply drifted off to sleep a moment ago, her blonde hair still tied with a silk bow. But the legend of Rosalia goes beyond her perfect preservation. Guards who have spent countless nights in the quiet crypts swear that sometimes her eyes open. It sounds impossible, but time-lapse cameras have captured what appears to be her eyelids flickering, opening and closing by a fraction of an inch. Scientists rush to explain it as a trick of the light, a result of fluctuating humidity causing the delicate skin to shift. But the locals, and many who have seen it for themselves, believe it's something else entirely. A sign that little Rosalia is not entirely at rest. What do you think? A scientific anomaly or a child's spirit lingering in the dark? The mysteries of the catacombs aren't just confined to legends of the past. They are still unfolding today. In 2015, a team of archaeologists made a groundbreaking discovery. They located and reopened a sealed section of a Roman catacomb that had been closed off for centuries. The air was heavy, untouched by the modern world. Just 30 minutes into their exploration, their electronic equipment, lights, cameras, audio recorders, began to fail inexplicably. When they returned to the surface and reviewed their recordings, they found something that sent a chill down their spines. Amidst the static on a digital recorder, they captured a faint but clear whisper. It was in Latin, the language of the people buried there. The voice said, "Noli oblivici nostri," do not forget us. Since that night, the stories have multiplied. Visitors to that section of the catacombs now frequently report hearing disembodied whispers following them through the dark passages. They describe a feeling of being watched, of a presence just behind them. It's as if those thousands of souls buried in darkness for so long are pleading to not be erased from history, to be remembered. And that is a very real threat. Time, the great destroyer of all things, threatens to erase the catacombs just as surely as it erased the empires that built them. The fragile walls of volcanic rock are under constant attack. Moisture seeps in, mold spreads across ancient frescoes, and even the simple act of breathing by millions of curious visitors releases carbon dioxide that eats away at the stone and art. Right now, preservation teams are fighting a quiet, desperate battle against decay. They work meticulously in the dim light to save not just stone and paintings, but memory itself. But this raises a profound ethical question. Every light we bring into the darkness, every footstep that echoes in the tunnels, disturbs the eternal peace of those who came before us. Should we walk among the dead in our quest for knowledge, or should we seal these places once more and leave them to their eternal silence? Ultimately, the catacombs force us to confront a fascinating truth about ourselves. Our obsession with death is precisely what keeps history alive. Our curiosity, our desire to connect with the past, is what illuminates these dark places. Perhaps the whispers in the dark are not the voices of the restless undead. Perhaps they are the sound of memory itself, the collective voice of the past, refusing to fade away into nothingness. So remember, beneath every step you might take through the beautiful streets of Italy, there are 1,000 years of stories lying in wait, still reaching out from the darkness. If you ever find yourself descending into those ancient tunnels, listen. Listen very closely. You might just hear it too, that soft Latin plea, "Do not forget us," because down there in the eternal quiet, the dead remember. Thank you for joining me on this journey into Italy's catacombs. What do you think about these mysteries? Would you dare to walk where the voices still speak? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed uncovering this forgotten history, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more explorations into the unknown. We'll see you next time.